What is up, my fellow troubadours? Today I'm going to be teaching you and discussing and showing you how to play Simple Man by Lynyrd Skynyrd. Reason being, well, first of all, it's a great tune. I get a lot of requests to play it at solo acoustic gigs, which is why I in fact wound up learning the song. And because it's a simple song in that it only has 3 chords, C, G, and A minor. So you could shut the video off now. I'm going home. You don't have to watch anymore. No. Since it only has C, G, A minor, 3 simple chords, it's a really, really good platform for me to show you some looping tricks, some arpeggiation tricks, ways to solo over it. I could show you a lot of really interesting things, and just how to strum it and play and sing this really excellent Lynyrd Skynyrd song. So let's get into it. But as always, before we do, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. And if you'd like to support, there are links down below where you could join my Patreon, buy me a coffee, or browse my Amazon affiliate links. And if you want a one-on-one lesson or private consultation, there's also a link down there to my email address. Give me a shout out and let me know, and I'll be in touch with you with more information on how you can do that. And any tabs or charts that you see in this video, there will be a link in the description to a free download, and you could also download for free my entire repertoire list that I use at my solo acoustic gigs. So make sure you check that out also down in the description. All right, so like I said, 3 chords. Well, actually, I lied. It's kind of 4 chords because you have C, G, A minor, like A minor 7th. You put your pinky down on the 3rd fret, high E string, and you get that little A minor 7. Now let's take it in its most simplest form. You want to get out there, you want to start playing this song. C, G, A minor for 2 counts. The A minor chord repeats the pattern twice, so 1, 2, as far as the strumming, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, something like that. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, down. Now, if you keep your wrist going up and down, you can kind of pick and choose where you want to strum that. Give it a very, very flexible, natural kind of flow instead of now. If we have that down up feel, wherever we decide to make contact with the pick on the string is where the strum will happen, and we can just kind of experiment with that. We could practice strumming on our shirt in the car while we're driving. We don't need a guitar to practice strumming, okay? Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, and add the pinky. Nice and relaxed. Told me, son, listen to me, my son. This song is actually tuned down a half step on the Lynyrd Skynyrd album. But if you want to hear a really, really great cover of this song where it's not tuned down, what is this gentleman's name? Oh, Shinedown. Shinedown did a cover of this, and it's, well, he sang the S-H-I-T out of this song. So if you want some inspiration, check out that version of it, that cover version of this song. Really, really, really excellent. Okay, so okay, that's in its simplest form, that's how we play it. Those are the chords. Great. Now, let's talk about some other things. Okay? How about the arpeggiation type pattern, right? Now, we can, because we can play this arpeggiated, we don't have to strum every verse. We can use dynamics. I did a video on how to use dynamics to make your performance and your engagement more interesting. A title on the thumbnail is called "You're Boring," but you're not boring. But it's a way to keep ourselves, all of us, me included, from being boring. And it discusses the use of dynamics. And this song just begs for it. So, you know, Mama told me, son, listen to me. I'm just using the arpeggiated, right? Bring it up for the chorus, right? Start strumming. If you can, right? I'm going to the next verse. Ooh, yeah. So many little things you can do. Because the song is simple, simple and easy are not the same thing. We can use all kinds of different things to make it more interesting. Now, what is that particular pattern? In its simplest form, slow, here we go. Now, you don't have to play it exactly like that, but just a general arpeggiated pattern, okay? It's kind of tricky to play it exactly like that, but right, with the general... just an arpeggiated type feel. Now let's get into basic looping of the chord structure, and maybe we'll lay down some arpeggiations on top of that. Let's check out that. Alright, so I got the electric guitar here because it's plugged into the amp, and I got the loop pedal here set up and got my nice comfy socks on. So this is a good opportunity for me to give you a basic tip on looping. Okay, a lot of people, they complain they can't get a clean loop. They get frustrated with the loop pedal to the point where they don't trust it necessarily when it comes to playing a live gig with it, because they feel like they mess up with it live, right? And a lot of the times, the reason people can't get a clean loop is because they aren't playing the pattern cleanly, and they're not playing the pattern in time. So let's take a situation like this. This is a 4-bar pattern, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, right? When you grab a loop, you want to step on the loop pedal to grab that pattern on the downbeat at the beginning of the first beat, assuming that the pattern starts on a downbeat, okay, which most of the time it does. And you want to step at the end of the loop on the pedal at the exact same downbeat. And when you step on the loop pedal to come out of the loop, you want to continue playing along a little bit. Okay, this will make the loop cleaner. So, I'm at the beginning of the pattern. 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to get ready to do the loop. 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Get ready? Same spot, out, play along. And what do you know? Mama told me, son. Now I have a nice loop that I can do all sorts of cool stuff over. Double click to stop. Now because this song has the same pattern over and over, I could literally just leave that loop running the whole time, bring it in and out. It's very, very easy and a very, very good song to do the loop with, right? So let's say I want to lay some arpeggiations over the top of it, right? Like what I showed you earlier in the video. Yeah. I can really build some nice textures. Or maybe some power chords for emphasis at certain parts. Or maybe a bass line. Right? Now I can stack these loops on top of itself, or I could just play them in real time. Let's say I want to come out of it. Double click. Right? And play along with it. I could drop that loop out and get into the arpeggiation part and bring down the level of everything and just create dynamics, create different textures. So that's how looping can really, really come in handy with a song like this. What else can we do? Of course, we can solo. So, with a song like this, I'm going to run on the top some A minor pentatonic or C major pentatonic patterns we could use to solo over this, right? In the open position, how about this one? This is the pattern we all know. Right? I'm just messing around here, but we're going to give you different A minor pentatonic shapes with this nice simple loop. Can a man be a simple? Can the man be a simple? Can the man be a simple? Double click to stop. Okay? So between those A minor pentatonic shapes, the practical sense of looping this thing in time, the arpeggiation. Let's talk about one other thing that I think is good. I don't want to talk about something I think is bad. How we can use that open A minor pentatonic shape. Run the shape again. Okay? How we can use the notes within that in our chords. How can we basically dress up the chords that we are using? I'm going to take the this thing out of here for a second. So, based on that A minor pentatonic shape, let's say we're on the C chord. I could pull off the third finger. Right? Or pinky on the high E string. All kinds of stuff you could do. A lot of that stuff is when you listen to guitar players and they're doing all this cool stuff with the chords, they're using the pentatonics, notes of the pentatonic, wherever it's feasible based on the position. Now on the G chord, again, we're going to use notes from that A. Where does the A minor pentatonic live? open G to the 2nd fret G, that open D to the 2nd fret D is a really cool sound. Pinky on the low G. How about that? We hammer on 3rd fret of the B string. Mama told me. Fun with it. Double stops. Okay? Hit me up if you want one-on-one instructions where we really take a song and I can really help you dig in to where's the good stuff that you could be practicing so that you're not only improving as a player and as a singer and as a performer, but your musicianship and your understanding of where to put these pieces. A lot of students of mine, Frank, I learned every position of the minor pentatonic scale, but I don't know, but so what? I know them all, but I don't know what to do with them. Well, that's where context comes into play. Let's say you're planning a trip to Japan and you learn 30 words. Cool, but you don't know how to make a sentence. You still don't know how to speak. You're much better off knowing some key sentences and where to apply the words, where to apply the pieces of language, then just, it's good to know the stuff and memorize the stuff, absolutely, but knowing where to put it, okay? So in the case of Simple Man, it's just so typically in A minor / C major, but we'll say A minor because it resolves so that we use that A minor pentatonic shape and it's perfect fit for this song, okay? So now as far as singing, like I said, the album, it's tuned down. If you want to hear a really great acoustic version, check out that Shinedown version. That just goes to show you how this is a great version on acoustic guitar. And I believe that one is actually tuned to standard pitch, so he must have a higher voice. But if you can't do it in the original tuned down key even, right? You know, you say you tune your guitar down, be a simple kind of man. It's still fairly high, right? What could you do? Interesting question. I didn't really think about that till just now. Now that I'm on camera, now I have to come up with a solution. And my elbow's itchy. And I'm going to scratch it. Frank, you shouldn't scratch your elbow on camera. So, what do we do? Well, we've got a 1 chord, a 5 chord, and a 6 chord. Right? So let's say I'm playing it now in C. Well, that's not good for me. I gotta transpose it down. Let's say we dropped it down to A. Right? Told me, son. We play an A chord, listen to me. To an E chord, to an F sharp minor. My only son. Listen to me. I'm gonna make up the words just for you. Alright, so now, if we could play A chord and E chord and F sharp minor chord, well, we could just capo that and move it to whatever key we want. Really, we could play it in A. We capo it here. We're in B flat. Now, right? Now we're in B. Now we're in C again, which would be the same as the original, except we're using different chord shapes. Mama told me, son. Maybe you want to do it that way. You know, you like it in the original key, but you like these chord voicings better. A little transposition. All right, little touching on how to transpose. Little case in point. Let's say we did do it in A. I want to build a loop in A. Let's do it. This will let me show you some other ways, like how the soloing applies in a different key, right? So remember, we're going to grab that loop. We got to grab it on the downbeat. We got to step out on it. The exact same downbeat. Play along a little bit extra with it. That'll help smooth it out. Get ready to come in. In. Out on the same downbeat. Here we go. Out. Playing along a little bit. Let's see Did I get it? Okay. Now, what scale do we use for this? We can't use A minor pentatonic, right? We're in A slash F sharp minor, so we use the F sharp minor pentatonic shapes, right? So if you know your pentatonic shapes and how to move them, when you transpose the key, all right, you decide to use the A shapes instead. Whatever that minor chord is, you can use that minor pentatonic and do the same thing we did when we played it in the key of C. If we capoed it up to, I don't know, 2nd fret, Mama told me. Now we're technically playing a B chord, right? Well, what's the minor chord there? G sharp minor. We can use G sharp minor pentatonic, okay? Little transposing lesson. So there you have it. Simple man, a bunch of little tricks. Listen to the album, learn some of those riffs. Okay? You know me. I'm going to give you the tools and the shovel and show you where to dig, and then you got to do the digging. Because that's when you're really going to learn this, and it's going to become yours, right? Not just me telling you, put this finger here, put this finger there. That's cool. But once that is done happening, you got to go down that road, down that path on your own and learn these things for yourself so they become yours. And then you may come to me and say, Frank, check out this awesome thing I learned. And then you could teach it to me, and I'll make believe it's mine, and I'll teach it to everyone else. Just kidding. Anyway, I'm Frank Persico. I hope that this simple man video was something that you found some value in. Please, again, hit that like and subscribe. Support this channel with the links in the description if you choose to do so. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.